till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58, boy, 58.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
56 Mike. 56
From the shotgun, Wilson going deep here for Stills. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
We're going to 54 right here.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Check nickel.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 24. Check 24. Check 37. Check 37.
54, going to 54, line
36.
26.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
We're going to 52.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Fresno. Tighten up.
We're going to 54, line 26.
Prescott on first down. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Showing it.
We're going to 54, going to 54, line 8.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Then we're going to 52.
Bang.
Switch, hey.
Safety screen.
On second down, Love. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Check 13. Check 3.
We're going to 54, line 8. We're going to 54, going to 26.
On third down, here's Love. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Check 99. Kill.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check. Wide. Get wide. Check 3. Shift.
Go. Get out there.
59. Come off the ball hard. 59 Mike. Check.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Cook.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, Wilson. The 20, and he finds Stills, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes, I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 43. Check 4.
We're going to 53.
10.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Milano able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
We got 4.
Kill. 47. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
In your face.
Watch the eye. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, switch gears. Undercrush.
We're going to 54. Why is you got 26?
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
What? 15.
Yeah, Mike. Hey, tight.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54, wide in. 26.
Now a give running right is Love. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check 26, check 26. We're going to 54, wide in. We're going to 54, going to 54, wide in.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
What? 215.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 1st down, Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's got his man. It's Williams. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. We're going to 54. Wide in.
Check 50, check 50. Hey,
We're going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in.
quick the edge.
Come. 26.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Watch the run. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog.
We're going to 53.
5'9", Mike, 5'9". 65.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in.
Jam.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check safety. Kill. Check nickel.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
You.
Then we're going to 53.
Turn it. Kill. Turn it.
Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. They come out here in the eye.
I got him.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Check, 59, 59. Silver.
We're going to 54. Why?
Check the backer, 36.
We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
Switch. He's crashing.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
We're going to 53.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We're going to 54. Why?
Prescott yet again. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Boyd. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Safarian Jenkins has it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Check.
We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Why?
Safety's creeping.
Now a give right side. It's Love. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. Bryce Love His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the
touchdown, Cardinals! Dalvin Cook, 56 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, being chased out left. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
Here we go, 46.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". All right. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check 59.
26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Prescott. Pryor has it complete. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here we go, 47.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in.
Let him know. Let him know. Check 3. Check
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's caught by OBJ. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13.
Get out there. Hey, kill. 47.
56. Watch the curl. Mike 56.
To the air again, Prescott. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, here's Love. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now on second and 13. Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's third and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch that. Alert flare.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide in.
Check 4.
26.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26.
Front it.
Wilson wants to throw it. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Mike, 59. All day, baby, all day.
Hey, 47.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Switch it, hey.
Get off the field.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Watch the run, watch
26.
One last shot now for Prescott. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cards, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.